morning, Mia. I just wanted to let you know I went ahead and made a reservation at the restaurant I told you about before.
Oh, are you talking about Colleen's birthday party?
Yes, do you remember us talking about that? There's an absolutely gorgeous restaurant downtown whose owner I know personally, and I told you that I'd handle making the reservation for Colleen's birthday dinner.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember having a conversation like that. But yeah, I hate to tell you this way, but I already made a reservation at another place.
You did? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have told you sooner.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference. I would have done the same thing anyway.
You what? I don't understand.
Isn't it obvious? I don't want to have my daughter's birthday party at a restaurant that an old woman living off Social Security goes to. I seem to remember you saying that one of your former students owns it or something. And I mean, sure, some people might like that sort of Americana-style folksy diner, but me? Nah, I'm afraid I have much more refined tastes. I've become too accustomed to fine food to eat whatever slop they serve up at dirty little diners like that.
My word, Mia. I can't believe you would be talking like this to me. You're being incredibly rude.
You know what's rude? You thinking that I'm just as much of a peasant as you. Don't worry, the place I got a reservation at is one of the classiest restaurants in town. The food there would probably make the chef at your cheap little diner faint, lol.
But Mia, you don't understand. I already made the reservation. They're planning on having a big party come on that date. I can't cancel it now that they've already spent time and money preparing for us.
Seriously, Kelly? I don't care in the slightest about that restaurant. They're probably operating in the red already. It's not like one canceled reservation is gonna change things much, lol. So yeah, I'm sorry you wasted your time and everything, but we are not gonna go to your restaurant. We're going to the one I booked.
This is far too sudden, though I simply can't cancel this reservation. Not with this short of notice.
Look, I guess if you really want to, you can go to the restaurant you wanted, but no one else is gonna be there, so you'll be eating by yourself. Actually, that sounds like something a broke old woman like you would do. Go eat by yourself all alone in some dirty little mom-and-pop diner, lol.
I've been holding back on talking to you about this because I felt it's not my place, but Mia, I can't help but notice that you've been acting different lately.
Different? What's that supposed to mean?
It's not just me either. Paul's been telling me similar things. He says that you've practically stopped doing the housework altogether and spend most evenings out of the house. You're spending money like it's going out of style. And then there's the way you've started to take a much harsher tone with me. You weren't like this back when you and Paul first got married. We always had a wonderful relationship. So please, Mia, tell me, what's happened to you?
Nothing's happened to me, Kelly. I'm the same woman I've always been. Now, I will not tell you this again. I don't care if you are my mother-in-law. You don't get to give me crap about the way I take care of my own house. Is that clear?
But that's precisely the problem, Mia. You don't take care of your own house. Yes, you are my daughter-in-law. However, Paul is my son and Colleen is my granddaughter. I don't know what's going on with you, but I can say one thing for sure. Something needs to change, Mia, and that something is your attitude toward your family.
Oh, for God's sake, would you shut up? I don't need to get lectured by some crotchety old hag today. I'm
Continue our conversation from yesterday. This is important.
Are you serious? Are you really gonna bring that back up again? Just give it up already, sheesh.
I can't just give it up, not when my family is involved. About the reservation for the restaurant, I want to ask you one more time to please reconsider.
No way. Like, do you really not get it, Kelly? This isn't about the restaurant.
What? I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm saying that I don't want to spend my daughter's birthday party eating with a rotting corpse like you. Go eat somewhere by yourself. Get it now? Seriously, this is supposed to be a celebration of my daughter's life. I don't want the smell of death, poverty, and depression ruining the fun.
You foul-mouthed little brat! How dare you talk to me in that horrible way?
Uh-oh, somebody's having a grumpy day. What's the matter? Didn't take your Alzheimer's meds today? Just mosey on back to the old folks' home and let us young people live our lives in peace, okay? Or you could always save us the trouble and head straight to the graveyard. Need help digging a hole for yourself? I'll be down there with a shovel right away.
You seem like you're having a pretty good time, Mia. I can't say I'm enjoying the way you're talking to my mom, though. And after a brief glance through your text history with my mom, it seems that this isn't the first time you've done this, either. Mind explaining what the hell you think you're doing?
Huh? Oh, wait a second. You're not Kelly.
Nope, it's me, your husband, Paul. My mom told me that you've been nasty to her lately, so I decided to see what was going on. I thought it was just going to be typical mother and daughter-in-law stuff, but good God, Mia, what the hell is wrong with you?
Okay, yeah, you're not gonna fool me that easily, Kelly. There's no way this is really Paul.
You have 3 freckles on your right shoulder blade that look like a smiley face.
Oh my God, Paul? It really is you?
Yeah, sorry to say, but it's me. I've been concerned about what's going on with you for some time now. You're wasting all our family's money, and now I find out you're acting this way toward my mom? How would Colleen feel if she knew you were treating her grandma like this?
Wait, Paul, please, let me explain. You've got the wrong idea.
I don't know, Mia. It doesn't seem to me like there's much that needs explanation, but you're welcome to make your case if you'd like to.
Well, I mean, look, you got that big promotion at work lately, right? So I figured, you wouldn't want to be seen in a cheap restaurant like the one your mom wanted to go to. And I was trying to explain that to her, but I guess I came off a bit harsher than I intended.
I see. So you're saying that the reason you've started to slack off on your housework, spend all of my money, and treat my mom terribly is because I got a promotion? Do I have that right? Would you like to try again? Try making sense this time.
But Paul...
And another thing, you left Colleen alone at home again today, didn't you?
What? How did you know?
I swung by our house before I came over to visit with my mom, and I found her alone in the living room, looking like she just got done crying. So I put her in the car and took her over there with me. And you know what? I think we're both gonna stay over here for a while.
For a while? What do you mean? How long is that gonna be?
As long as it takes, that's all I'll say. When you get back home and are all alone in that nice big house, I hope you do some soul searching. Figure out what broke inside of you and fix it.
The other day.
Hi there, Kelly. So, how are Paul and Colleen doing?
They're fine, and you?
I did what Paul said, and I took some time to think about the way I've been acting lately. I realize now just how out of line I was. I'm terrified that Paul's never going to come home, that he's going to divorce me. I don't want that to happen.
And did you tell Paul about the way you're feeling?
Well, no, not explicitly, anyway, but I did send him a text apologizing for everything. Even still, though, it looks like he might never forgive me. What do you think I should do, Kelly?
You say you've seen the error of your ways, have you? And that's not just about the way you've been talking to me. It's also about the way you're acting inside your own home, letting the housework go undone and wasting Paul's income.
Yeah, all of it. Paul's recent promotion came with a pretty big salary increase, so we've had more disposable income than ever lately. I guess I kinda let that go to my head. And that's a big part of what led me to treat you so terribly, Kelly. It was wrong of me to talk to you like that, and I'm very sorry.
I see. In that case, I'll go ahead and talk to Paul for you.
What?
You're truly committed to changing your ways, aren't you? If that's the case, then you should go and tell all of what you just told me to Paul personally. I'm sure that he'll give you a second chance if you do.
You mean you'll put in a good word for me? Thank you so much, Kelly.
Don't get too confident, though. I'm a fan of the trust but verify slogan. If you ever do anything like this ever again, there won't be any more chances. I hope you take to heart the lessons that you've learned over the last few days.
Yes, I promise I'll do just that. I'll be the best woman, wife, mother, and daughter-in-law that I can be. I'll never do anything to hurt my family ever again.
Don't forget, dear, you're only one part of the equation. Your family has 3 parts to it, and unless those parts are all moving in unison, it's not going to work out. You all need to support each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Being a wife isn't a one-woman job. I know I wasn't the perfect wife to my late husband. But it's not about being perfect. It's about being there for one another.
Yeah, I totally understand.
And if I may give you one more piece of advice, it's regarding your role as a mother. Don't ever forget that your daughter is always watching you. The sort of mother you are to her is going to define the path that her future takes. So, watch how you behave and speak, in particular around Colleen.
You're absolutely right. I know that I screwed up badly. But I swear, I'll be a whole new woman from this day forward.
No, you don't have to be a whole new woman. You just need to be the woman that Paul fell in love with. I remember how head over heels he was for you back when you first started dating. If you can promise that you'll be that woman for him again, then I'll talk to him for you.
I promise, Kelly, I won't let you, Paul, or Colleen down again. I really appreciate all the advice you're giving to me, Kelly. I hope I can count on your support in the years ahead.
I'll be there for you as long as you're there for your family. Make sure you have a proper conversation with Paul.
Hey, Mom, I'm sorry to have imposed myself and Colleen on you for the last few days. But thanks to you, I had what felt like the first wholly open conversation with my wife in a long time.
I'm glad to hear it. So tell me, how did your talk go with her?
Well, we decided that we're going to stay living together. I'll come by in a little bit to pick up Colleen and the rest of our stuff.
Excellent. I'll tell her you're coming. And what about Mia? Did she give you a proper apology?
She sure did. I could tell she was sincere about being remorseful. And I've done some thinking of my own, too. It's true that she had gone a bit crazy lately, but up until then, she's always been a great wife and mother. I'll bet that she was just under a lot of stress and I didn't notice.
You might be right. People often forget this, but a husband and wife are still 2 individuals. It doesn't matter how long you're together, you'll never fully know what's going on inside your spouse's head. Making a marriage work means constantly working to improve communication.
Yeah, and I learned that the hard way the last few months. Ever since I got promoted, I've been busier than ever at work. I've been doing my best to make time to spend with Colleen, but as a side effect of that, I had cut down on my time with Mia. I need to make sure I don't neglect her.
My goodness, Paul, I never thought I'd hear you saying such sensible things to me. To think my little problem student would grow up to be such a fine young man.
Okay, can you please not bring that up, like, ever again? Do you have any idea how embarrassing it was to have my own mom be my homeroom teacher?
What's the big problem? That way, you didn't have to worry about slipping up and calling your teacher Mom.
That's just trading one type of embarrassment for another. But you know, when I think about it, I've been relying on you basically my whole life. I remember how much grief I caused you around the time I started living on my own.
I'm your mother, Paul. Dealing with my son's trouble comes with the territory. You don't need to feel bad about that at all.
I might not need to, but I still feel bad. The first job I got after graduating college was a total dud. My boss was terrible, my coworkers were terrible, the office smelled terrible. And when I couldn't deal with it, I quit and moved back in with you. The only reason I was able to get a new start was your support, Mom.
If you want to repay me for that, you can pay it forward. Be the best father you can be for Colleen, and the best husband you can be for Mia. Nothing would make me happier than for you to do that for me.
You got it, Mom. Oh, and by the way, about Colleen's birthday dinner, we decided to have it at the restaurant you reserved for us after all.
Oh, you're sure you wouldn't rather eat at a fancier restaurant? Mia said she had already made a reservation. What are you planning to do about that?
I called the restaurant, and they said that since it's still a week out, they would let us simply reschedule instead of canceling.
Wow, they were willing to do that for you?
Yeah, they said they didn't have any other reservations anyway, so it wasn't a big deal.
I see. Well, I'm glad that worked out. Let me know when
Grandma, thanks for dinner. It was really good. Today was my best birthday ever.
I'm glad you had fun, sweetheart. So, how was the food? Was it good? And did you like the cake?
Yep, it was all super yummy. Dad really liked it too. Is that really my daddy's friend's restaurant?
That's right, Colleen. He was a year older than your father, but since we lived so close to each other, they always walked to school together.
Wow, that's cool. And you were a teacher, right? Were you my daddy's teacher too?
Why, yes, I was, dear. That was a long time ago, though. Now, all my students who were little boys and girls back then are mommies and daddies, just like your mommy and daddy.
You mean my daddy used to be a little boy too?
He sure did. It might be hard for you to understand now, but one day you're going to be a great big girl just like your mommy. You'll probably even have a little boy or girl of your own, too.
You mean I'm gonna get married and be a mommy too?
I'm sure you will, dear.
Wow, cool. When I grow up, I want to marry someone just like my daddy.
Is that so? I'm sure your daddy would be happy to hear that. You sure love him a lot, don't you?
Daddy's my favorite. He's always really busy, but he still plays with me a lot. He even taught me how to write my own name, too. My daddy's a teacher, just like you.
He is, isn't he? But be careful, sweetie. If you go around saying that your daddy's your favorite, that might make your mommy jealous.
Nah, she won't be sad. I don't think she likes me. She always leaves me all alone.
She leaves you alone? What do you mean?
Well, at night, before I go to bed, Mommy always puts on her makeup and goes outside. She doesn't do that when my daddy's home, though. But when my daddy's not home, I have to eat dinner and go to bed all by myself.
Oh, no. You mean she leaves you alone at night?
Yeah, and it's really scary. One time, I fell asleep on the couch, and when I woke up, Mommy was standing at the front door, and a man was there with her, and Mommy kissed him. I don't know who he was, but he wasn't my daddy.
Colleen, does your daddy know about this?
No, Mommy saw that I was awake and told me that I wasn't allowed to tell anybody else. Oh no, I told you about it. Now Mommy's gonna be mad at me. Grandma, please don't tell Mommy I told you, okay? Pretty please?
Don't you worry, Colleen. Your grandma won't let anything happen to you. Can you be a big, strong little girl for just a little while longer?
Yeah, but what for?
Your grandma is going to make sure that you never get left alone at night ever again, I promise. So, I know it might be hard, but you just need to hold on for a little longer. Can you do that for me?
Really? You mean I'm not gonna have to go to bed by myself anymore?
That's right. I won't tell your mommy you said anything, so you can keep this conversation a secret from her too, okay? Can you promise me that?
Yeah, I'm good at keeping secrets. Well, I'm kinda good at keeping secrets.
Oh, don't worry. I trust you, dear. You can leave everything to me. Your grandma is going to protect around the bush, so I'm going to get straight to the point. You've been going out at night and leaving Colleen alone at the house, haven't you?
Excuse me? What are you talking about? I've never done any such thing.
Mia, I'm an old woman. Don't waste any of the precious little time I've got left. I know for a fact that you've been leaving Colleen alone at night. She told me so herself.
Colleen told you that? Oh, okay. I know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. It must have been quite a surprise to hear Colleen say that. The thing is, one night last week, something extremely urgent came up late at night, and I absolutely couldn't avoid stepping out for a while. I figured it would be okay, since Colleen was already asleep, and I was back within just a few minutes, and it was just that one time.
No, it wasn't. Colleen told me that you have a pattern of doing that.
Well, sometimes there's a package at the door, and sometimes I go and talk to a friend on the front porch. And maybe once a month or so, I might walk down to the convenience store down the road and buy a few cooking supplies. But that's all.
That's all, huh? I see. Then you're saying that you weren't kissing a man who came to your front door recently, were you? And to be clear, I'm not talking about your husband.
Oh my goodness. Is that what Colleen told you? Kids have such active imaginations, don't they? She must have seen me accept a package from the delivery man and thought that I kissed him. Really, you shouldn't be taking the word of a very sleepy, very confused child so seriously, Kelly.
I thought that you'd say something to that effect, but answer me this, Kelly. What if I were to catch you in the act with that man? If I found you together with that man, you wouldn't have any excuses, would you?
Kelly, what are you saying?
I'm saying that you're with him right now in a hotel, and I'm sitting in the lobby downstairs.
What? You're here? I mean, I'm not at a hotel. What are you talking about?
Nice try, Kelly, but you've been caught. One of my former students runs a private detective agency in this town. Once Colleen told me about you, I contacted him right away. And do you know what he told me? He said that you are a frequent guest at this hotel on weekdays, but you only ever stay for a few hours at a time. And so, here I am, Mia. I'm sitting downstairs next to the hotel's only exit, so there's no running or hiding.
Are you serious? Are you really here?
As much as you'd like it to be a lie, I'm afraid I'm here. So, I hate to interrupt you in the middle of whatever it is you're doing right now, but we need to have a little talk. Get dressed and get down here immediately, both you and your friend.
Paul, please, talk to me. I'm so sorry about yesterday. It was a mistake, a huge mistake, and I'll never do it again, so please come home.
Yesterday? Is yesterday all you're sorry about? I don't know, it seems like you have a lot more to be sorry about than just yesterday.
Oh, thank God. I was worried you'd never reply to me. I've been texting and calling you since yesterday, but you haven't responded once until now.
What do you want, Mia? What more could you possibly want from me at this point? My mom caught you in a hotel room with another man, Mia! Are you gonna try to tell me that this is all one big misunderstanding? For God's sake, don't do that! Try to hold on to at least some of your dignity!
I'm so sorry, Paul. I can't express how sorry I am. And I know I was wrong, but really? You're gonna divorce me just like that?
Hell yes, I'm gonna divorce you. Do you really not understand the weight of what you've done to me? To Colleen? I gotta hand it to you. You put on a pretty damn good act for me and my mom the other day. You had me genuinely convinced that you're a changed woman. But holy hell, Mia, you haven't just been leaving Colleen home alone all this time. You've been leaving her home alone while you've been cheating on me. Are you a complete sociopath? Do you even have a soul?
Paul, please, I'm really, really sorry. I never intended for this to happen. But you don't have to worry. I don't care about him at all. I was never serious about him. You're the only man I love, Paul. I don't want to lose you and Colleen.
If you didn't want to lose Colleen, then maybe you shouldn't have left her to fend for herself 3 nights a week while you slept around on me. I'm done with you, Mia. No more chances. I'm divorcing you, and I'm gonna seek sole custody of Colleen. So I hope you start looking for work pretty damn soon, because not only am I giving you nothing in the divorce, you're gonna be paying child support until Colleen turns 18.
No! God, please no. Don't do this to me. I don't want to divorce you. I don't know what I'd do without you. I swear to God, I'll never do this to you again, so please forgive me.
You know what Colleen told me about you? She said that she doesn't think you love her because you're never there to eat dinner with her or say goodnight. That's how much you've hurt your own daughter, Mia. But who am I kidding? You won't be moved by that at all. You're not even human. You don't even have a conscience.
I totally understand why you'd be so angry at me now. I really do. But think about it from my perspective. Ever since you got promoted, you've been working all the time. I was lonely. I couldn't help myself.
If you really couldn't help yourself, then you're even more of an amoral slut than I thought. You put your own sick pleasure over the needs of your own family, your own daughter. I still can't believe it. I thought you had hit rock bottom when you were only spending all my money and verbally abusing my mom. I thought there was no possible way you could fall any further than you already had, but wow, was I wrong.
I don't know what to say, Paul, other than I'm really sorry.
Save your apologies. You and I are through. My lawyer's coming over to your house tomorrow with a divorce agreement for you to sign. That's the best deal you could possibly hope for. So I highly suggest
Sweetheart, are you there? Please, it's your mommy. I want to talk to you. What do you want, Mommy? There you are. Listen, are you alone right now? Are either your daddy or your grandma nearby? No, it's just me. Great. Hey, I had a great idea. I remember you telling me you wanted to go to the zoo lately, didn't you? Well, how about you and me go to the zoo together tomorrow? I'm gonna wait for you at the convenience store near your grandma's house tomorrow morning. You can walk there by yourself, can't you? It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna see the giraffes and the elephants. Hey, you want to ride the elephant? But Mommy, Daddy and Grandma told me that I shouldn't go anywhere with you. Listen, Colleen, your daddy and grandma are just jealous. They want to go with me to the zoo too, but I don't want to take them because they're being mean to me. I only want to go with you, sweetie, and you want to go to the zoo with me, right? Well, yeah, I do, but... Then it's settled. I'll come pick you up tomorrow morning. And remember, don't tell Daddy or Grandma, okay? They'll only try to keep you from playing with me. No, I don't want to go! What? What are you saying, Colleen? Don't you love your mommy? You are just gonna leave me all alone again. I don't want to be alone anymore. Daddy and Grandma don't leave me alone. They're always with me. I want to stay with them. Don't talk like that, you little snot. All you need to do is shut up and listen to what Mommy says, okay? If you come and meet me tomorrow, then everything's gonna work out fine. We'll be a family again. I don't want to be a family with you. I hate you. I want to go to the zoo with Daddy and Grandma, not with you. You little piece of crap. You can't say no to me. I'm your mother. I didn't spend 10 hours in labor for you to talk to me like that. Now you do as I say. Be at the convenience store parking lot at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or else. Leave me alone, Mommy. I'm telling Daddy and Grandma that you're being mean to me. Colleen, wait! Don't do that. I'm sorry. Mommy got a little angry there, but I'm all better.
What world do you think you're doing? Colleen just came to me crying her eyes out saying you were angry at her.
Of course I got angry at her. She wasn't listening to me.
That doesn't give you the right to talk to your daughter like you did. She's still just a little child, Mia. She's in the 1st grade. Having her own mother so furious at her for no good reason is terrifying for her.
That's not what's important right now. You've got to do something. At this rate, Paul's gonna divorce me for sure. He won't talk to me, and now Colleen won't talk to me, so you're the only person I can turn to, Kelly.
Even after everything that's happened, you're still only thinking about yourself. Don't you understand how much you've hurt poor little Colleen? And yet you're coming to me for help to save you from the divorce and loss of custody that you deserve? Have you no sense of shame?
Oh, whatever. Screw you then. If that's how you're gonna be, then there's no point in asking you for help anymore.
Does this mean you'll give up and accept Paul's divorce terms?
Yeah, sure. I'll sign whatever stupid agreement he wants me to. But don't think that this means you've won, Kelly. I'm not out of cards to play yet. I still have one more person who I can turn to.
By any chance, are you referring to the man you've been cheating on Paul with?
That's right! As long as I've got him, I don't need Paul. Sure, he might not make quite as much money as Paul, but that's not that big of a deal. You'll have no problem making all my child support payments for me.
It might be a bit late to be asking you this, but you've got me curious now. Did you only marry Paul for his money?
I've got nothing to hide now, do I? Yeah, I did. I could smell success on him a mile away. So I put on my best Little Miss Pure and Innocent act, swooped down on him like a hawk, and got him to marry me.
I see. So that means that the kind, loving, gentle Mia that we thought we knew never existed.
Right again! That was all just me doing whatever I needed to do to get my hands on Paul's money. Ugh, I really screwed up, though. I went too overboard once Paul got his big promotion. I should have known better. All I had to do was keep up the act for just a little bit longer, and I'd have been set for life. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
My goodness, Mia. Just when I thought you couldn't possibly disappoint me more.
Aw, are you disappointed, Kelly? Oh, boo-hoo. Too bad for you. This is the real me.
I see. Well, thank you very much for letting me know, Mia.
Huh? What are you thanking me for?
Now that I know you're rotten to the core, I'll be able to move on to the next step of my plan without any regrets. Don't be mistaken, though. I was always going to do this. But now it's not going to be an unfortunate necessity. It's going to be an absolute delight to watch you squirm.
Hold on, what the hell is this? What's going on? I thought that signing the divorce agreement thing with Paul meant I wouldn't have to go to court. Why am I still being sued?
Because you've committed an actionable civil offense, Mia. Paul is keeping with his end of the bargain. You accepted his terms, so that's all settled. He won't take you to court. Your lover, however, is another story entirely. He's the one who's suing you. Didn't you read the documents you were served?
What? My boyfriend is suing me? But that's insane. He can't sue me.
Ah, but that's just the thing. He can. And I was the one who told him what a strong case he would have against you.
What did you tell him? Why is he suing me?
It seems that your boyfriend, as you call him, was quite serious about you. I thought he was being oddly quiet when I confronted you at the hotel, and so I talked to him later on. He tells me that he thought you were a single mother and that he was intending to marry you someday. You lied to him, didn't you?
Maybe I didn't tell him about my husband, but that doesn't mean he can sue me for that.
You told him that your loser ex-husband left you with nothing and that you were having a hard time affording things for Colleen. So he was regularly giving you gifts, including several thousands of dollars in cash on the basis of your lies. And then, when I came to your hotel that day, his entire world came crashing down around him. He found out that you had betrayed him, and that he had been an unwitting participant in an affair. That means he's just as much of a victim of yours as Paul is, so he's suing you for fraud and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
This cannot be happening. This ruins everything. I thought I could get him to pay my child support for me.
It gives me great pleasure to know that I played an instrumental part in your downfall, Mia. That poor man is going to have to live with the guilt and shame you caused him for the rest of his life. He deserves to get every penny from you that he can.
But you don't understand. This is going to absolutely destroy me. I was already getting nothing in my divorce from Paul, so now I'm gonna have to pay child support and whatever my boyfriend sues me for? I'll have to take loans out to pay for all of this, and I'll never be able to pay them back.
And that's a fitting punishment for you. You'll spend the rest of your life paying for the emotional wounds that you left on your husband, daughter, and lover.
Please, Kelly, have mercy on me. From one woman to another, I'm begging you.
You're going to grow old all alone, Mia. I'll be spending the rest of my life in the loving company of my wonderful son and darling granddaughter. You, however, will end up as a poor old hag living off Social Security, eating all by yourself at cheap restaurants, if you can afford. Succeeded in his lawsuit against her. I, my son, and my granddaughter all volunteer to serve as witnesses in his favor. The jury was quite moved by our testimony and disgusted by the callousness of Mia's actions, and they awarded him the full amount he was after. Combined with the child support she now owes Paul, I don't think that Mia is going to have an easy time saving up for her retirement. As for the rest of us, we're all doing quite well with her out of the picture. I moved in with Paul and Colleen, so she never has to worry about eating dinner alone ever again.